Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to today's live stream. We're going to give people a little bit of time to get in here. How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's doing well. It's a Tuesday, I think. I think it's Tuesday. Yeah, yesterday was Monday. It's Tuesday. Hello, everybody. How is everybody doing today? Why is my little thingy not working over here? My extension should be working. Is my thing not working? Why is my thing not working? I'm supposed to be able to click on people's chats. There they go. I think that did it. I think that did it. Testing. Hey, okay. Let's see, just in time for breaking news. Yep. Literally as we go live, just breaking. So the extension is now active, but I can't click on all of these other folks. I'm sorry, but let me go ahead and call out some people. Let's see, Carlos Perez, hello. Janet Kalinsky, hello. Kalansky, I think it is. Let's see, Chickaboom661, hello. Ginger Princess, hello. Kayla Johnson, welcome. Let's see, hello from Minnesota. I appreciate you being here. Let's see, Brenna, hello, appreciate you. Aliverse Audios, hey, Mr. Vasquez. Friday's my 28th birthday. Hey, happy birthday. Happy early birthday. Let's see, Jaden, hello. Cajun Queen, hey, Adrian, appreciate you being here. David, hello. Let's see, Kathy Jeffrey, hello from Canada. Appreciate you being here. Janet, hello from Buffalo, New York. And we have caught up with everyone else. Let's see, Joseph Navarro. I have literally watched your Epic Universe videos 10 times. I am so hyped to go visit the park. Also, hello from beautiful San Diego, California. Hey, I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let's see, Jakey, hello from Orlando. I appreciate you being here. Maureen and Kathy, of course, one of our regulars. I appreciate you guys being here. Hey, Views and Cues. How's it going, guys? Brian and Carrie in the house. Now that you've had some time to process it, do you think Battle at the Ministry is the best ride ever? If not, what beats it? Now that I've had some time to process it, and I've spoken to a couple of other people that were in my group, we all collectively agree Battle at the Ministry is, in fact, the best ride in the world. And I've been to Tokyo Disney Sea. It is 100% the best ride in the world. The last ride that gave me an emotional reaction even remotely similar to what I had on Battle at the Ministry was Rise of the Resistance. And this ride, a million times better than Rise of the Resistance. You guys are not ready for this ride, I promise you. Let's see, Jasmine Sanchez, hello, appreciate you being here. Amy, hey, Adrian. Melissa, hello from Miami. Dia, hello from NYC. I appreciate you all being here. Hank Smith, thank you so much for tuning in. Brianna, hello from Buffalo, New York. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let's see, Roman Char, how's your weight loss journey going? We are at the cusp. We're a couple pounds away from 90. A couple pounds away from 90. Let's see, Dark Knight, hello, appreciate you being here. Snowfang, hey, Adrian, Cameron, James Wolf, and I are here in our living room watching you on our TV. I appreciate you having me on the big screen. Let's see, how are you doing? I'm doing very well. Doing very well, my friends. I appreciate you asking. Let's see, Activity Bee, hello from Spain. Holy cow. Wow. What time is it over there in Spain? Thank you so much for tuning in from over there. Holy moly. Let's see, Aliverse, thank you so much. Loved the Epic Universe coverage. I saw the Potter Collector and Mammoth Club in your video a few times. There were a lot of content creators there. Holy moly, like any and all of the bigger content creators you know in the theme park industry, they were there with us. And it was really cool to see everybody and to network with everybody. It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Let's see, hey, Views and Cues also. Love y'all videos as well. We got some love for Brian and Carrie in here. I love it. Love it. Let's see, Jag Fishing. Hey, do you think they will have EPA? We're already starting to lose track of the chat. Oh my God, I am so sorry. I'm not gonna let the same thing happen this time that I did last time. I am gonna have to skip some chats. I am so sorry. If you guys want to make sure your chat is highlighted, you can either leave a super chat or use the link in the description or in the pinned comment over there to have it highlight. If you use the pinned comment to donate, then it'll pop up over here, but there's no way I'm going to be able to keep up with everything. I am so sorry. We already have 117 people in here, which is insane. Do you think they will have EPA during AP previews. So we did learn and we did get confirmation from Universal that early park admission will be available for people that are staying at on-site hotels. So if you are doing an annual pass holder preview and you're staying at a resort hotel with Universal Studios, there will be early park admission and you can get in at 10. So bear that in mind. Coda and I, we have our previews set for next week and we have our hotel booked. So we will be there and we will have early park admission. So yes. If you're an annual pass holder and just going for the day, you will not have early park admission because most people that are going to be there are going to be annual pass holders. So that would defeat the whole purpose. So they are leaving it exclusive to just the people that are staying at an on-site hotel. I'm just going to be picking chats at random. Let's see. Michael Neal. Hey, Universal UK just got confirmed. I love your size video. It was super helpful. Hey, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate that. And yeah, I cannot believe that they finally confirmed it. Like, we knew it was happening. Like, it was pretty much all but confirmed that Universal UK was happening. And now we finally got confirmation. And we got some concept art too. It was really cool to see, and I can't wait to do a deep dive on it. Let's see. Cajun Queen, traveling via Floo powder looked epic. It's interesting. It's really interesting. Like, the traveling by Floo powder, it's not the most impressive thing in the world. Like, I wish they could have done it a little bit differently, but I'll take it. It's still a really cool thing to do. There are a couple things that I wish they would tweak, but other than that, I think it's really cool. And again, we're not going to be going into like mad spoilers here in this live stream. You know, I'm going to be answering all of your questions, or well, as many questions as I can, and trying to be as vague as possible while still answering the question, if that makes any sense. Let's see. Mike Ortiz. Hey, what's up, man? Ortiz from Buffalo. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Let's see. Daryl. Hey, Adrian. We are on the Wonder right now. Docked at Catalina Island, about to start bingo. Shake it up, Betty. I love it. Enjoy your cruise. Thank you so much for tuning in from your vacation. Holy cow. Why are you watching me? Enjoy your vacation. Enjoy your cruise. Also, make sure you do the B11 dance. Every time B11 comes up, you got to do the dance with them. But thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. Let's see, Becca, thank you so much for your videos from the Thick Girls. I just found your videos and I wish I knew about you. I wasted a whole trip to see Skinny World. Oh no. I really appreciate you watching the videos. I'm glad that you enjoy them. And yeah, we have a whole playlist on the channel of test seat guides for different theme parks that we've been to. And we're going to have a lot more coming soon. I do have a video coming soon from Tokyo Disneyland, Tokyo Disney Sea. Like, they don't really have test seats, but I still go into detail on what you can expect on all the different rides over there and which ones are probably going to be a little bit more tight than others, you know, because prior to me going to Tokyo Disney Sea, I had no idea what some of the ride systems were like and what the seats were looking like and what the restraints were. So I'm going to be providing a video on that in case anyone else around the world wants to go and they don't know what to expect. Let's see, Kyle the Mighty, hello. The most important question is, was it epic? It truly was. It truly was. Let's see, Marie and Kathy, yes, everyone, please leave a like on the stream if you haven't done so already. If you hear my voice, you enjoy the content, you enjoy hanging out in the live streams, please help us out for absolutely free by leaving a like. I would greatly appreciate it. It helps out the channel so much. If we can get this up to 100 likes, I would be the happiest man ever. Let's see, Evil Author, I'm so glad you got to go before the wedding. Which area do you think people should rope drop? Battle at the Ministry, 100%. Battle at the Ministry. Let's see, Gaming with Jordan, hello. Appreciate you subscribing to the channel. Thank you so much. I need to adjust that, by the way. I need to adjust that alert box. How do I do that? How do I do that? Where's my alert box? That's the donation thing. We're gonna move. No, we're not gonna do that. I'm not going to do that. Oh, I have it locked. That's why. We're going to unlock it. And there we go. We're going to slide this down here. Slide that down there. We're going to lock that. Give me just a moment, guys. Just a moment. So where's my other alert box? That's the chat box, main screen. Alert box. That's chat highlights, live sub count, donation goal, viewer count. I think that's it. And that should be fine. Okay. So yeah, 100% Battle at the Ministry. I'm sorry, I got on a little tangent there. Battle at the Ministry, 100%. You should rope drop like that. Word of mouth is going to spread on that ride, and that is the one ride that is going to have upwards of a 3-hour wait. I promise you. So definitely rope drop Battle at the Ministry. Let's see. Yo Bentley says it's a 6K ticket pass holder limit, by the way. Like for the previews, like only 6,000 tickets being sold. Good if true. Very good if true. Let's see. Preston McNair, should Disney be concerned? I think Disney should step up their game. If anything, like by no means is Epic Universe going to be a Disney killer. It's not. There's no way that that's going to happen. But I definitely think that Epic Universe is going to put a fire under Disney's rear for them to step up their game, because the quality of Epic Universe is insane. And if Universal can maintain that quality and be consistent, then Disney is going to look inferior in every way to Epic Universe. Do I think they should be like concerned in any other way? Not really. But it is still a very solid park. Let's see. Did I get preview tickets for Epic? Yes, Code and I did get preview tickets. She and I are going next week, and then I am going by myself the week after. Let's see. George, hola, Adrian. Did y'all watch the Harry Potter circus show? Yes, I did. And it is a very impressive show. Le Cirque Arcanu is the show over in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter Ministry of Magic. It's a circus type show. And whatever show you think it is, it's not. I will say that. Because, again, I don't want to get into any spoilers, but something that you should be aware of is that show is a time commitment. Like, between waiting in line and going into the first part of the show and then the second part of the show, it's gonna be like about an hour. Like, and that's lightly including how long you're gonna wait. So if you're doing that show, if you really want to do that show, make sure you have that time commitment between an hour to about hour 15, depending on how long the wait is. And know that it's a 2-part show. So you wait in the queue, and then you get into a room where you're standing, and there's a first part to the show. And then from there, you go into a second room, and then there's a second part of the show where you're sitting down. I'm not going to get into any more specifics than that, but that's something that you should be aware of. And I had already seen a couple of reviews online from team members of people who were very confused with this show and thinking that it was one thing when it was really something else. So I can't get into any more specifics than that without like really spoiling anything. Let's see. Alexander, how long is the Harry Potter ride and Monster ride? Unfortunately, the Monsters Unchained is the one ride that we couldn't do during our preview because we didn't. It was breaking down so much throughout. Well, not breaking down so much, but we went there first thing in the morning. As soon as we walked inside the park, as a group, we all collectively wanted to go to Monsters, so we went over there. We went over to Dark Universe. And the ride was down in the morning. And then we left. We had to go do other things. And then we went back towards the end of the day. And we were in the queue. We were in the very first pre-show room, which there are several pre-show rooms, apparently. We went into the very first pre-show room, and then it broke down again for an extended downtime. And it ended up being closed for the rest of the day. So we got very unlucky with that one. So I can't speak for how long the Monsters ride is. But the Harry Potter ride... Why are we on shuffle here? Hold on. The Harry Potter ride, I would say is... I have to say maybe 2 or 3 minutes long. It's a pretty decently long ride. What are you doing, babe? Some people are saying hi.
Hello. peoples.
She's over here collecting a bunch of, like, that's not yarn, but thread?
Yeah, I want the little stand.
Oh, you want the stand?
Yeah.
For what?
Can you see the shape?
Yeah.
I've been on the hunt for it's like this big around instead. And like this tall of yarn.
Oh.
And I found it, so I want to see if it will sit on this thing so I can crochet.
And Coda and her crocheting. So yeah, I would say I would say Battle at the Ministry is between a 2 and 3 minute ride. Like, I wasn't really paying attention to the length of the ride. I was just too in awe of everything. But I would say that that's about the length.
Oh, my farm bestie's here.
Your farm bestie? No farm besties. Not allowed.
Farm bestie. I'm gonna go lurk from the living room. Goodbye.
Okay, bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Let's see. So yeah, there you go. Again, I'm not able to read every other chat or else we will be so far behind. Let's see. Are there any options available at the Donkey Kong Country Cafe besides ice cream sundaes? Also, what kind of Donkey Kong merchandise did they have? So a lot of the stuff that we saw in Japan, you can find here. We didn't spend that long in Super Nintendo World during our preview because most of the people have already been to Super Nintendo World over in Hollywood, and it's very similar. It's different, but similar. And so, like, people really wanted to just do Donkey Kong and then dip. So, as far as the Donkey Kong Country Cafe, that's the only thing we saw. That's the only thing that we saw. Is the sundaes. So we will be going back, and I will be doing a lot more in-depth videos on the park as a whole. But that's what we noticed from Donkey Kong Country. Let's see. How does Nintendo World compare to the one in Japan? It is almost 1-for-1. Almost 1-for-1. Slight differences here and there, but it's almost 1-for-1. If you've been to the one in Japan, then you've pretty much been to the one over here. Let's see. Steven, thanks so much for subscribing. Let's see. Yes, press F12 when you go to the calendar page in the network. Huh? I don't know. Let's see. Crazy for Jeffrey. I was not invited, but I just got a day for a preview as an annual pass holder, and I am going on the 23rd. Hey, on your... going for your 23rd birthday or on the 23rd? Either way, that's awesome. Either way, that's awesome. You're going to enjoy it. Let's see. Did you see the new key being released at Disneyland for their newest celebration? Reminds me of the keys from Kingdom Hearts. Yes, I did see the new key over there. And it looks pretty interesting. Looks pretty interesting. Is that something that I'm necessarily going to get? No, but that is something that I thought about. Let's see. Alexander says he loves the quality of the videos. Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Justin, Adrian, thank you so much for your videos. I love them. Your Epic Universe videos finally convinced my fiance to book a trip for October. Hey, that's awesome. Congrats on booking the trip. You're going to have such a great time. And it's a good time of year to come too, because it's right around that middle period where it's not too hot. You know, the temperatures are starting to go down just a little bit. And you're not in the rainy season anymore. You're going to love it. Let's see, Eden, I love your videos so much, Adrian from Theme Park Express, and they make me feel happy. Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate that, my man. Let's see, We the Ones. Let's see, hey, bro, first time here. My birthday is coming up. Can you guys wish me a happy birthday? Thanks. Hey, happy early birthday to you, man. Happy early birthday to you. I hope you have a fantastic day. Let's see, Cajun Queen, please tell me they have the Yoshi hat that you squeeze the things and the tongue pops out. LOL. I'm like Coda with that, and it's an intrusive thought. I did not see that particular hat. I did see a Yoshi hat, but I didn't see that particular hat with the tongue sticking out. Didn't see that one. We will keep an eye out for it, though. Let's see. I feel like the price is cheap for this amazing park. I mean, we all honestly thought that it was going to be a bit more expensive, but then again, we're also looking at it from annual pass holder perspective. So... for the annual pass holder previews, the prices are up to like $144 a person to get in. And then it went down to like $123 on some preview days. So it all really depends. But yeah, I mean, I expected it to be a bit more in line with Disney because isn't like Magic Kingdom on a peak day like almost $200, if not more than $200? I expected it to be right around that range, so I'm pleasantly surprised. Let's see, Maria, are you able to see the entire park in one day? I purchased tickets for my August trip and I fear one day will not be enough. It will not be enough. It will not be enough. Unless you're doing just ride, and not doing anything else, like not taking time to do any shopping, any sit-down restaurants, you know, any, like taking time to enjoy the park, you're not going to see it all in one day. We were on a VIP tour and we barely saw everything. And even then, we didn't even ride everything. There were a couple of rides that we didn't do. We didn't do Frankenstein. That's because it broke down. We didn't do Constellation Carousel. We didn't do Dragon Racers Rally. We didn't do Fire Drill. We didn't do the other rides in Super Nintendo World. So Yoshi and Mario Kart. We didn't do that. So yeah, it's going to be very difficult to do everything in one day. And even with an express tour or a VIP tour, it was difficult. But then again, we also had a bunch of other content creators there. We were all wanting to do our own thing. It was our first time in the park. So that's going to be, you know, difficult regardless. It was a losing situation to begin with. But even with an express pass, you are not going to see the whole park in one day. I promise you. Unfortunately. Let's see. Cameron says, hey, miss you so much. Hey, I miss you guys too. Let's see. Cruise and theme park guide. I just bought my AP preview ticket. Hey, that's awesome. You're going to have a blast. You are going to have a blast. Let's see. Joey, how many days do you think are needed to see it all? I say 2. At least 2. Because if you try and squeeze everything in on one day, you're not going to have a good time. Because it's going to be everyone's first time seeing a brand new theme park. There are so many things to see, so many things to do, so many little details that you're not going to want to try and squeeze everything in one day. You're setting yourself up for failure. So at least 2 days. At least 2 days. Let's see. We the Ones, are you guys going to go ride Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift? The ride is done. Good luck riding it. Lots of loops. Yes, we are going to go. Whenever it does open, we are going to hope for a media preview. If not, we will still be there on its opening day or sometime around there regardless. So that way we can do a test seat video and we can also ride it. And I'm just nervous about the spinning. As long as there's one car that doesn't spin, that would be perfect. You know, if you want to have the spinning, go for it. But like, put a little car in the back or make one train that doesn't spin, you know, that would be really cool. I would love that. Let's see. AP previews are from 11 to 9 p.m. and can't wait to see Stardust at night. I know. I can't wait to see this park at night. It's going to be fantastic. Hey, Regina, how's it going? Let's see, watching your Helios video was awesome, and now I'm officially booked in their hospitality suite for 524. Holy cow, that is amazing. Can I get an invite to see the suite? Because that would be awesome. Oh my gosh, you are insane. Hey, that's awesome. You're going to have a great time. Hopefully we run into each other at the park. Let's see, Theme Park Giant. I went a couple weeks ago, and we did the rides and ate. Very little shopping done, and didn't get to check out many of the interactive features in the park. Definitely need 2 full days. Yes, 100%. There's so many things to do, so many things to see at the park that you need full days, 100%. Let's see, would you rather do 2 days with no express or just 1 day VIP tour? Of course, I would rather do the VIP tour. But then again, still with the VIP tour, you're not really getting the time to see all the details. So I don't know. That's a really tough question, honestly, because I know with 2 days, I would have time to stop and look at a bunch of different details. But again, with a VIP tour, you're not having to wait in line for any of the rides. So I don't know. It really depends on what you want to do. Like if you're not really much of a details person and you just want to go and just do ride, then a VIP tour is definitely the way to go. But if you're someone like me who loves theme parks and like gushes over the small details and you love looking at things, then you're going to want that extra time. So 2 days is definitely the way to go. 3 if would be even better. Let's see. I'm so sorry. I'm having to skip some chats. I'm so sorry. I don't want to fall behind too far like we did the last time. How many days do you think it will take to complete and enjoy Epic? At least 2. Laura, hey, have you heard how much the Epic tickets for military members are? The Universal is requiring we buy them in Orlando, and we haven't made it down there yet, sadly. I haven't heard anything about that, unfortunately. Unfortunately, I haven't heard anything about that. I'm sorry. Let's see. Custer Omega. That's a cool username. Or Justin. Let's see. Hey, Theme Park Express, new subscriber. Just wanted to say I loved your channel. Got my ticket for Epic on May 8th, and I'm so excited to go. And your seat check video confirmed. I could ride every ride. Thank you. Hey, that is awesome. I'm so happy. The response on my test seat video has been insane. And I kind of knew in the back of my head that the test seat video was going to perform a million times better than the regular vlog from the day. So I am beyond excited that the video is doing as well as it is. It's coming up on 40,000 views, which for being out for, what, 2 days, that's insane. I can't remember the last time I had a video do that well on the channel. So I mean, I kind of knew it was going to happen, but I didn't think it was going to happen. So the response to that video is insane. The comments, oh my gosh. I responded to already a bunch of comments, but there are way too many comments on that video, but I'm like kind of reading through them, and everyone is so happy. And I just have to take a second to applaud Universal for what they did. When we got off of the Ministry, the Battle of the Ministry ride, there was a bunch of Universal creatives there, and you know, one of them pulled me aside, and he watches the videos. He knew who I was, and he knew that I focused on like test seats, and he asked me, like, without any other conversation prior, he's like, what do you think about the test seats in the park? What have you done so far? And he said that the team really went out of their way to try and make this park as accessible as possible to bigger guests. And specifically, the Battle at the Ministry, they wanted this ride to be as accessible as possible. And it shows. It shows. And they said that they're even still working on adding more modified seating to Hiccup Swing Gliders, to Curse of the Werewolf, and to Stardust Racers. So the test seat that's there, it's probably going to change for the better and have a different type of modified seating where even more people of size can get to ride those attractions, which is great to see. So yeah, they really wanted to do their best to be more inclusive in this park, and it really shows, and I love it. I love them to pieces, and I love it. I just love it so much. Let's see. Carrie, hey, Adrian, I wonder if/when the Orlando Informer meetup will happen at Epic. Let me say this. The day that Orlando Informer buys out Epic is the day that I go. I would love to do a park buyout of Epic and do like an after hours event with like low capacity. I would love to do that. They will have my money at that point. Let's see. Justin, also, what are your thoughts on the UK Universal reveal today? Have you any predictions on what's coming? I haven't taken the time to really take a look at the concept art. The first thing I noticed was Waterworld. I noticed Waterworld immediately, so we know that that's pretty much coming, I'm sure. But I haven't had the time to really look at anything else because Cody and I, we were at the mall. We were doing some cologne shopping, and we came home and we saw it. So I haven't looked at it too much. Let's see. Theme Park Giants. Universal learned a lot. Dyslexic, sorry. Universal learned from IOA not being fat friendly. They did a ton of work to improve, and they did a great job. I only saw one person removed all day from Hiccup. Yeah, like you have to be a bigger, like I would say, like if you're under 300 pounds, then you should be fine for pretty much all the rides. You know, a couple of them are going to be iffy, like Stardust Racers and Dragon Racers Rally. But if you're under 300, I think that that's the sweet spot. And that's a heck of a lot better than a lot of other attractions at other Universal parks. So I applaud them. Let's see, Millie, I appreciate you making the video about the riders, about what rides are plus size friendly. I watched a few different YouTubers go to Epic, and you are the only one who put in the effort to show the seats. Hey, I really appreciate that. And you can also check out another channel, Love Our Life Vlog. You can check out their channel, and they also have a test seat video. I was there with them the whole day, and we were helping each other film. So you can also check out that channel as well. So by no means am I the only one, but I really appreciate you watching for sure. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see. I'm 6'5", so Werewolf was pretty tight, not super comfortable for taller riders. Yeah, unfortunately, like I'm I'm 5'5". I'm not a tall guy at all. So on those testy videos, I constantly get questions about, what about for taller riders? I can't speak to that. You got to find another content creator who's 7 foot tall and ask them about like fitting on rides. I just so happen to fit in a very niche market of people for these types of videos. So I'm very sorry that I have no idea what taller riders are going through. Let's see, James, how was Fire Drill? Unfortunately, we did not experience Fire Drill. There were a lot of other bigger attractions that we wanted to experience. More than likely, we will try and experience it next week when I go with Coda. We will try our best. Let's see, Chris, my family and I booked a VIP tour for Epic for 1 day and have another second at Epic. Do you think we should get another day ticket for Epic, which would be a total of 3 days? If you can swing it, then definitely do 3 days. If you can swing it, definitely do 3 days. That first day that you're on a VIP tour, focus on all the rides and get them all done. And then the next couple of days, you can re-ride some of the rides that you really liked and then focus on a lot of the other smaller details. Like in the Wizarding World, for example, there are a lot of different wand stations where you can cast different spells. There are different magical creatures hidden around the lands that you can go and find. And you can spend a lot of time in there. How to Train Your Dragon Isle of Berk. There are so many little details in there, so many different things to see, so many dragons everywhere in places that you won't expect. So yeah, you're definitely going to want to take your time in some of these lands, and that third day will definitely come in clutch. Let's see, Snowfang, I just wanted to let you know that our dog Prince's birthday was Saturday, and our mom's 70th birthday is next Saturday. It has been 4 months since she has been gone, and we are still grieving. Hey, I'm very sorry to hear about that, and yeah, I hope the videos can definitely help you go through whatever you're going through. I know losing someone is not easy, so best of wishes to you guys, definitely. Let's see, Jonathan, hey Adrian, great videos on the parks and new Universal expansion. Any cruise videos coming out soon? Yes, we are going to be coming out with a new Disney cruise, not really series because it's only like 2 videos maybe of videos from our cruise on the Dream last month. We went on the Dream last month and we still haven't posted those videos, but we will be posting those videos relatively soon. We're just kind of still trying to work past the Japan videos because I still have a couple of Japan videos I still need to make. I'm talking about things we wish we knew before going over there and the test seats and stuff. And then we have Epic Universe stuff. So those couple of Disney Dream videos are going to sit on the back burner for right now, for when I need them. But yes, I do have those videos. And then we of course have the wedding cruise, which I am going to be vlogging a little bit of, but definitely not as much as what you would expect from a normal cruise series. So more than likely it'll just be 1 or 2 videos from that 4-night cruise on the Wish from the wedding, and then we have other cruises after that. Okay, I'm already falling behind. I'm so sorry. Let's see, Ginger Princess, how thrilling is Ministry of Magic on a scale of Fast and Furious to Forbidden Journey? Fast and Furious to Forbidden Journey. Okay, so what I've been telling people online, and again, I'm not wanting to get into any specifics because I said in my video, you guys should go in as blind as possible. So, like, if you guys aren't wanting to hear what the ride system is, then wait until I put my hand down. I'm going to put my hand out because I'm going to brief minor spoilers. So go ahead and mute yourselves now. And when my hand goes down is when I'll be done talking about it, okay? I'll give people a second. I'm going to have minor spoilers on like what you can expect as far as like thrill level is concerned. So go ahead and mute for now. 3, 2, 1. So for Battle at the Ministry, it's a mix of Tower of Terror and Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man. So you have the Tower of Terror ride vehicle. It's very similar to the ride vehicle at Tower of Terror, but you're on a track like Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man. So say this is the ride vehicle, rectangular ride vehicle like Tower of Terror. So you move on a track and you can, do different moves, and you're going from show scene to show scene in this ride vehicle that can spin, and it can do different movements and stuff. And there are times where you feel a drop sensation. It's not a hardcore drop like Tower of Terror. I will say that. It's not a hardcore drop like Tower of Terror, but there are a few moments where you feel like you are legitimately falling. Is it as bad as... I'd put it on the same level as Rise of the Resistance. So if you're familiar with that drop on Rise of the Resistance, it's kind of similar to that, but several times over. Not as bad as Tower of Terror. So that's all I can pretty much say. Like, as far as like thrill level, I'd say it's the movements are very smooth. The movements on the ride are very, very smooth. But I definitely think that, like, as far as thrill level is concerned, I think Gringotts is still the more thrilling attraction. But it's a different type of thrill. I don't know how to describe it and explain it without giving away spoilers. That's the problem. So it's somewhere in between. So if, like, also something that people have been asking is motion sickness. I can see people getting some motion sickness on this because while there are some screens on the ride, they're so high definition and so crystal clear that I don't know if it's going to be a problem because I don't suffer from motion sickness, but I need to get Coda on it in order to judge the motion sickness factor. So, okay, that's all I'm going to say. You guys can come back now. You guys can come back now. You guys can come back. You guys can come back. Let's see. Someone said, like, the jump on Hagrid's is similar. I'm not gonna get into any more like any spoiler territory, because if I talk anymore, I'm getting into spoiler territory. Let's see. Will you be doing a video about prices from Japan, like plane tickets, transportation prices, hotel prices, merch, etc.? Maybe. The only problem is that we didn't really keep a tab on the different prices, like for like merchandise and things. Like, I can go back and look at different hotel prices, but we didn't take a note of everything. So I don't know how comprehensive that video is going to be. Let's see. Jojo, love your videos, especially the cruise ones. I get very motion sickness, so probably will never enjoy those, but love watching you and Coda. I appreciate you. I appreciate you watching, for sure. Let's see. I see down here, are you friends with Ordinary Adventures? Yes, I am friends with Peter and Kitra. We were just talking earlier today. Let's see. We have a couple of folks talking about the test seats here. I've lost a lot of weight, but I'm taller than you, and I think that at that weight, you'll be okay. When I was 345, I could get on similar rides. So yeah, we have that conversation going on. Let me scroll back up here to answer a couple of other questions. Joseph, if I'm planning a 2-day trip to Epic and can do a VIP tour... I was about to say, this is a very similar question to what I got before. If I'm planning a 2-day trip to Epic and I can do a VIP tour on one of those days, which day do you think I should do it? The first day or the second day? I would say the first day. Do it the first day and get a bunch of the popular rides out of the way, so that way the second day you can hit up the rides that you really loved and you want to do it again, and then you can go to look at some of the other details and stuff. Let's see. You don't have to answer if it's too personal, but did you ever share what you used to do for work? I never shared what specific company I worked for. I don't think I ever will share what company I worked for, but I was a drafter at an engineering company. That's what I did. I was a drafter, and basically the company or clients told me what they wanted, and, well, they told my boss what they wanted, and my boss told me what they wanted, and he said, draw it. So that's what I did. I would draw up plans for different projects. That's what I did. Let's see. Keaton, we got lost somehow last time we went to Universal and missed the castle for the one Harry Potter ride, but I rode it a long time ago. My wife needs to experience it. Are you talking about Forbidden Journey? Because, yeah, you definitely need to experience it. Holy cow. Definitely. Let's see. Steven, hey, Adrian, can you wish my girlfriend, Gabby, a happy birthday? We love your videos. Hey, Gabby, happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya. Hope you're having a great day. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Let's see. I saw Chris from Park Pass in your video, and I saw you in his video. Blew my mind. It was definitely a crossover for sure. We had a lot of content creators showing up in each other's videos, and it was a lot of fun. Definitely a lot of fun. Let's see. Nicole D. Disney, hello. I appreciate you being here. Let's see. We still got people talking amongst themselves. Let me scroll up and get a couple of more questions going. Let's see. Kayla J88. The test seat videos are how I found your channel initially. So helpful. Hey, I appreciate that. I appreciate you sticking around. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. Are the rides all accessible with mobile scooters? Like as far as getting to them? Yeah. Every ride should be accessible. I mean, you're not going to be going through the main queue on all of the attractions. Like, say, for example, Battle of the Ministry, you get to a certain point in the queue before you split off and you have to go up an elevator because there are stairs in that queue in order to get to the station. So there's that. And then what is it? Super Nintendo World. There's a lot of stairs in Super Nintendo World in the land itself and in the queues for the different attractions. Not really Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong doesn't have a lot of stairs or any stairs, but Yoshi and Mario Kart, there's a lot of stairs, so you're gonna have to utilize elevators for that. But other than that, the park is pretty accessible from what I saw. Let's see, Theme Park Passion, what day are you going next week? I'll be there the 18th. We will be there the 18th. We will be there on the 18th. Let's see, Keaton Jones. So there's a one-day pass for Epic Universe now? Yes, there is a one-day pass, whether you're an annual pass holder. I am mistaken. We're not going the 18th. I am mistaken. We're going the following day. My bad. Going the following day. And Coda just texted me and she said, no, we're not going the 18th. So yeah, my bad. Following day. Got my dates mixed up. I'm sorry, Theme Park Passion. I'm sorry. Let's see. I'm sorry, I'm having to skip a couple of questions. Let's see, Keaton Jones. Yes, Forbidden Forest. I got to take her on that. The wait line is so cool too, and you have to wait to go on the Ministry. Hopefully to go in October. Yes. The queue for Battle at the Ministry is insane. You guys are going to love it. So many details in that queue as well. Very, very, very many details. Let's see. I don't know how to pronounce that. I am very sorry. Hello, love your content. You're so rad. I dream of going to the Universal Parks and I always love watching your videos. Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Let's see, any specific food item you recommend or need another trip to Epic to find the best eats? Yes, I need another trip to find the best foods because, you know, first of all, I didn't eat breakfast that morning because I was worried about, fitting on the different rides. I had no idea what I was going to fit on. I had no idea what I was going to get myself into. And then for lunch, they brought us into the Oak and Star Tavern where they had like a buffet set up for everybody. So I didn't really get a chance to go and eat at any of the different quick services, the carts, or anything like that. So yes, another trip is definitely necessary. Let's see, did I like Kingdom Hearts 3? Yes, I loved Kingdom Hearts 3. Very, very good. Is the story the best? No, but I still really enjoyed it. It's definitely one of my favorites as far as gameplay is concerned. Let's see, with how busy you have been lately, does it feel like the wedding is creeping up on you? Oh yeah, 100% it's creeping up on us. 100%. It'll be here before we know it, and we're both very excited. Let's see. Without naming any names, have you encountered any rude or not so pleasant content creators? Of course, there's always going to be the bad apples in the bunch. Always. Always, always, always. Let's see. Oracle, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Let's see. I was surprised to see so many stairs. Yeah, there's a lot of stairs in Super Nintendo World. Everywhere else is pretty fine, but Super Nintendo World, get ready for stairs. Let's see. What was your favorite character meet and greet? So we didn't. Well, actually, Toothless. Toothless. As far as Epic Universe is concerned, Toothless was my favorite meet and greet character. Like, oh my god, I love Toothless so much. He is so expressive. You can talk to him and he will emote in response to any of your questions that you might have. And then of course you have the different Vikings that are there. We just so happen to get Hiccup as our Viking that was meeting with Toothless. And that was a lot of fun. So yeah, Toothless was definitely fun. And Igor is a walk around character in Dark Universe. He is hilarious. Igor is hilarious. And then we also ran into the Invisible Man. And the Invisible Man, he was roasting people. He is roasting people in the land, so definitely be prepared for that. Like, you need to have a bit of a thicker skin and be able to take a couple of jabs at yourself in order to meet the Invisible Man, but that was awesome. I think Igor's the same way as well, based off of some of the videos that I've seen. But yeah, they all just poke fun at you, and it's honestly hilarious. And again, I'm so sorry I'm having to skip a couple of chats over here. Let's see. Adrian, what is your 2 least favorite rides at Epic? Just because I didn't do it, I'm going to say the Constellation Carousel, because I didn't get a chance to do it, and it's a carousel. It's not really up my alley as far as things to do at a theme park. And what else? Everything else is pretty solid. Everything else is pretty solid, not gonna lie. Like, the only other ride that I would even think that comes remotely close to that category is Yoshi. But Yoshi is a fun ride. Like, it's a slow-moving ride, but there's a lot to see, you know? And it's interactive, too, with the little egg buttons on your restraint. So, like, I'm trying to think of any other ride that might remotely be considered, like, eh? And it's just the carousel. Just the carousel. Let's see. Ghost Gross, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Let's see. Vegas Disney RPG fan. Do you think Epic will reveal more entertainment before the opening day, like a night show or parade? I don't see them ever doing a parade, but as far as fireworks show, we do know that there's supposed to be a fireworks show at some point. Whether or not it's going to be like an every night type of thing, we don't know. But we have seen them do fireworks testing, and like in a concept art, there's fireworks. So we do know that there's supposed to be fireworks of some kind, but we don't know if it's going to be like an every night type of thing. Let's see. Sorry if you covered it already, but what do you think of Stardust Racers? So, Stardust Racers. I like it more than Velocicoaster. Stardust Racers is definitely a better coaster than Velocicoaster, in my opinion. People are going to have different opinions. I think that that Stardust Racers is my new number 1. And I think it's going to be a lot of other people's number 1 coaster in the world as well. It's got a lot. It packs a punch. Those launches are insane. And the airtime that you get is insane. The forces are insane. Like, the different elements are insane. Like, it's going to be a number 1 coaster, and I really enjoyed it, and I think you guys are too. Natasha, which Kingdom Hearts game do you like the best out of all 3? Well, there's like 10 Kingdom Hearts games, actually. But as far as like the main titles, I would say Kingdom Hearts 2. Kingdom Hearts 2 is my favorite for sure, hands down. Let's see, Wendy, absolutely love your vlogs. You are very detailed and descripted. When I'm watching you, it makes me feel like I'm there with you guys. I wish. I can't wait for your upcoming trips. Keep up the great work. Hey, I appreciate that. And yeah, that's the goal. I want you guys to feel like you're actually there with us. So hearing that, it definitely means a lot. Thank you so much. Let's see, Chris, thank you so much for answering my question earlier. We are definitely planning 8-night stay at the Helios Grand. Our trip will be 16 days in December. Holy cow, that is a long trip. You guys are going to have so much fun. Oh my gosh. 8 nights at the Helios. That is insane. Definitely make sure you have like a resort day. You're paying that much for a nice hotel. Make sure you have a day at the resort to just chill and eat at the restaurants, use the pool, spa services, whatever they might have over there, and definitely enjoy yourself. Let's see, how scary is Monster Unchained? Unfortunately, that was the one attraction that we never got to do because it broke down both times we tried to ride it. So, unfortunately, hopefully we'll get a chance to ride it next week when we go. Let's see, does the Super Nintendo World restaurant have the same special food creations like in Japan? It has the same food that we have in Hollywood. Not necessarily in Japan. I mean, Japan has very similar food. Couple of little different things here and there, but the majority of the food that you have in Hollywood, we have over here. Let's see, Ghost Gross, how did you and Coda meet? How do we meet? Long story short, I was in a relationship, she was in a relationship, I got dumped in my relationship, she got dumped in her relationship, we both had a mutual friend, we met together, and after we were both, you know, out of our relationships, we both met, and that's kind of the long story short of it. We met through a mutual friend. Let's see. So character performers outside of location meet and greets. Invisible, yes, Invisible Man is a walk-around character. I've seen pictures of Bride of Frankenstein and Frankenstein walking around Darkmoor. There's Igor. There's also the storytellers in Darkmoor. So there's a lot of characters going on in Darkmoor. We also saw character performers in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. We saw them walking around with some magical creatures. There's a band in there. There's a couple of other like wizard entertainers going around. In How to Train Your Dragon, there's of course Astrid, Hiccup, Toothless, Stormfly, Gobber's there. We have Rough Nut, Tough Nut. They're all there. Let's see. Super Nintendo World, you obviously have Princess Peach, Toad, Mario, Luigi. Trying to think. Those are all the worlds, right? And then you have Celestial Park. I didn't see anything going on in Celestial Park. We're still waiting to see if there's going to be entertainers in Celestial Park, but as far as like all the other worlds are concerned, there's definitely plenty of walk-around characters and meet and greets for sure. Let's see, Lorena, I loved meeting you at Stellanova. Thank you for stopping and saying hi. You were so nice. Epic was such an amazing park. Hey, thank you so much for saying hi. I greatly appreciate it. I love seeing the people behind the camera, and thank you so much for saying hi, and I'm glad you enjoyed it. Glad you enjoyed it. Let's see, do you plan on going to FanFest at Universal Hollywood? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. We are going to be there on opening night, and I am super excited about that. Let's see. Lorena says, Monsters Unchained was thrilling, but not scary like Halloween Horror Nights. There you go. It's a good descriptor. I can't wait to ride it myself and let you guys know. Let's see. I saw a roaming violin player in Darkmoor and when the Invisible Man was out. Yep, there's a lot going on over there. I see a lot of people trashing Curse of the Werewolf. Is it really that bad? It's not. Like, it's not a super thrilling ride by any means. Like, I definitely think it's a more easygoing ride than what people think. Dell, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Hold on just a moment. Okay, so yeah, Curse of the Werewolf, it's fun. But if you're looking for like hardcore thrills, then don't do it. Like, I would put on thrill factor, like I would put Hiccup's Wing Gliders above Curse of the Werewolf. Like, I definitely think Curse of the Werewolf is the least intense coaster in the park. So I think I said in the video, like, it's a good starter coaster for families. Like, it's a very easygoing coaster. Like, unless you're spinning a whole lot, then it's a pretty easygoing ride. So definitely it's okay. But it's not bad by any means. Like, is it a little underwhelming? Possibly. Like, for a roller coaster themed around the werewolf, I expected a little bit more, but it's not bad by any means. Let's see, do you think Legend of Zelda will be next Nintendo IP added at Universal? They're definitely hinting towards it because in the gift shop outside of Super Nintendo World, there's definitely a lot of Zelda stuff. in there. You know, you can see the Triforce, you can see Hyrule, a map of Hyrule, you can see Zelda, Link. So yeah, there's a lot going on over there. Let's see, Bria M, how long do you think the lines will get to meet Toothless once the park opens? We are going in January and hope to go to that meet and greet. I would say plan on at least an hour. At least an hour, because they're not rushing people through that meet and greet. People will take their time with Toothless, and Toothless will interact with people, and the Viking that is there will interact with people as well. So I definitely think you should plan on at least an hour for that meet and greet for sure. But the good thing is that Toothless will never go away. Toothless is literally a park open to park closed meet and greet who just stays there. So the only thing that changes is the Viking that meets with Toothless. So you don't know if you're going to get a generic Viking. You don't know if you're going to get Astrid. You don't know if you're going to get Hiccup or any other Viking out there. So just be aware of that. If you have your heart set on meeting Toothless with Hiccup, don't count on it. We just got lucky. Let's see. Harry Potter area has students from other magical schools. Ooh, interesting. I never noticed that. That's really cool to know. Thank you so much for letting me know. Hey, Steven, how's it going? Good morning. Haven't been here in a while, at least not live. Hey, I appreciate you being here, man. I appreciate you. Let's see. Ghost Gross, are you guys from Florida? If so, what part and do you enjoy it? Enjoy is a very relative term. It's like subjective, objective. I don't know the difference. Either way, I mean, yes, I enjoy it. Yes, I enjoy it to an extent, living here in Florida. But yes, we do live here in Florida, and we're in the Tampa area. Let's see. Jerry the Champ, do you prefer Stella Nova or Terra Luna? I prefer Terra Luna. Now, I understand why people would enjoy Stella Nova, because Stella Nova does have a dedicated walking path to Epic Universe, whereas Terra Luna does not. You do have to take a bus or some other, transportation to get to Epic. But I like the layout of Terra Luna more. I like the food options at Terra Luna more. The layout of their restaurants, their like cafe area where you get your food, is a lot better. It's much bigger. Their pool area is a lot nicer. So most everything overall is better at Terra Luna. But there are some people that I've spoken to who prefer Stella Nova. So it all depends on your preference. It all depends on your preference. Let's see. Hiccup was a surprisingly great family coaster. It really was. It's a solid coaster. It packs a punch. It definitely packs a punch. It's not the most thrilling coaster in the world, but I definitely think it's a very solid coaster. Let's see. Do you think Epic is going to do POVs for all of the rides? No, they are not going to do POVs for all the rides. There's no way in the world we're going to get a full POV, at least official, from Universal. We're not going to get a full POV official from Frankenstein. Like, everything else I can imagine is pretty fair game. Like, I can see them doing official POVs for all the other roller coasters and all the other outdoor attractions, but nothing official from those two specific rides. Let's see. If you would add a sixth universe to Epic, which franchise IP would you choose? I would pick Oz. I've mentioned it in the past that I don't think Oz would make a great IP in the long term for a world at Epic Universe. If I had to pick something, oh boy, it's been a minute since I've thought about this, because there are several that I would pick. I honestly think Legend of Zelda is going into Islands of Adventure, because Islands of Adventure doesn't have any Nintendo representation. I mean, to be fair, neither does Universal Studios, but I would put it at Islands of Adventure for Zelda. So I don't know, to be honest with you. Something that would have like longevity, like something that I think would do well, that's like kind of timeless, is Star Trek. Because I know that there's a big market for Star Trek. There's so many TV shows out there, so many movies out there. There are a lot of Trekkies out there that I think would love to experience Star Trek in a different way. But then there's also the Lord of the Rings franchise, which I think would do pretty well also. So I don't know. Those would be the two. I mean, how could I forget Pokemon? Thank you for reminding me of Pokemon. I forgot. that you're... I forgot Pokemon was a thing. Yes, I would love to see Pokemon. I definitely think that we're waiting to see how the Pokemon ride will be handled in Japan, because rumor has it that they replaced their Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man they're replacing it with a Pokemon ride. So we'll see how that goes, and then we'll judge the interest from there. I definitely think that that's what they did with Super Nintendo World. Like, they debuted it in Japan, and they gauged the interest from international audiences, and then they're like, you know what, let's bring it to the States. Let's put it over there. I think they're going to do the same thing with Pokemon. Let's see. Is it better than Cobra's Curse? Like Hiccup's Wing Gliders? Yeah, 100%. 100%. Let's see. Velocicoaster is better than Tron. I won't disagree with you on that one. Let's see. Did they have a werewolf actor walking around in Dark Universe? Not that we saw. I have yet to see anybody talking about a werewolf walk-around character, but who knows? It could come in the future. Let's see. Lexi says she just got her AP ticket. That's awesome. Congrats. Can't wait to see you out there, my friend. Let's see. Are you excited to see the How to Train Your Dragon movie? Yes, of course. I am very excited to see it. Like, it's one of the few live actions that I'm actually, like, genuinely excited to see. Let's see. Is Toothless a robot then? No, he's a dragon. Toothless is a dragon. Let's see. Andrew, I'll just be happy when The Simpsons gets taken out of Universal and replaced with something decent. I know Back to the Future will never come back, and that makes me sad. Yeah, I know. I never got to experience the Back to the Future ride, and I am very upset about that. Jason Preston, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. I appreciate it. Let's see. But yeah, I'm going to be excited whenever Simpsons goes away too. Let's see. Donald, how do you go to the preview? So you have to be an annual pass holder, staying at a Universal Studios hotel, be a Visa card holder, or military. I think those are the 4 ways that you're going to get into a preview. I don't think that they have announced any like general previews yet, unless you're staying at a hotel. Yeah, the Universal Visa card specifically, Coda says, is getting a preview. So that's how you're getting in. We don't know about general previews yet. Let's see. Feed the birds. Just subscribe. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. Let's see. Forbidden Journey seats seem a tad more boxy with the head covering. Do you think eliminating the overhead cap made it more accommodating, or just overall a bigger seats? Thank you for your work. I definitely think so. Because there's a certain limit, and how do I word this? There's a specific limit to how far things can extend from the ride vehicle, and it's very difficult to explain. But the top of the restraint, the restraint itself was attached to a box that came up and over your head. And when the restraint went up, that box opened up with it. So I think that by eliminating that box, that had to come down to a certain point, because the ride vehicle motion, you get really close to things. And I think if the box was open past a certain point, that it would possibly make contact with certain things. I think that's one of the bigger reasons why that ride was so restrictive. So I think that by them getting rid of that box and having it be very open, they were able to make accommodations and to make different changes to that. So yeah, I definitely think that helped. Let's see. Hey, Maureen Kathy said that you're heading off. Good night. Hey, I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a wonderful night. Let's see. How many Marvel characters have you met? I want to add some of the new characters from Agatha All Along. How many Marvel characters have I met? Quite a few. Go ahead and check out my Marvel Day at Sea cruise, and you will see it. Let's see. So did the Disney Treasure overtake the Disney Fantasy as a favorite Disney ship? No. Nothing I don't think is ever going to overtake the Fantasy. I mean, we'll see. We'll see, because the adventure has the possibility of changing my mind, but we'll see. Let's see, Cool Daddy, the UOTM that was letting us in today changed their mind. Oh no. Oh no, I'm so sad to hear that. I'm very sorry. You were so close and yet so far. Hopefully you got a preview day. I hope you get I hope you get the opportunity to go to a preview. That's so sad. I'm so sorry to hear that. I would be upset too. Let's see. We the Ones. Quick question. Will my annual pass work at Epic Universe? Thanks, bro. Gotta go see the park. As of right now, no annual passes for Epic Universe. No annual passes. It is all single day tickets. All single day tickets and anything. Let's see. Booze Clues. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. I appreciate that. That's a fun username. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. Let's see. So yeah, as of right now, no annual passes for Epic Universe. So it's all single day tickets for right now, unfortunately. Let's see. Would like to know more info about the Battle of the Ministry ride. I saw you and others in the queue, but would like to know more info and ride details. I already spoke on it earlier. You're gonna have to rewind the stream because I had to like put my hand up for spoilers and stuff. So some people don't want to hear any spoilers. Eventually, I will talk spoilers on the ride. I mean, like I could do a whole dedicated video talking about spoilers for the ride, but I don't want to do that until other people have had the opportunity to ride. I don't know if that would like make Universal upset about me talking about spoilers, because we were one of like the first maybe 100 people in the world to ride that ride. Like team members before us, like they've been doing team member previews for almost a month now, and they didn't let anyone else ride this ride until media day. No, like unless they were working on that ride or you were a member of the creative team, no one else had ridden Battle at the Ministry until our media day. So they're 99.999% of the population has yet to ride that ride. So I don't want to give away too much, you know. I know that there are some people that are going to have their questions on what the ride system is like and the motion and everything, but as far as like specifics, I can't get into that. But yes, we did talk about it earlier in the video, so you can go ahead and rewind. I'm not going to go and talk about it again because I don't want to have to tell people to mute and everything like that. Sorry. Let's see. Rayman, I bought my preview pass for 426. Can't wait. Hey, that's awesome. You're going to have such a great time. Let's see. Keaton Jones. Oh, yeah. Marvel Day at Sea. Yep. We met a lot of Marvel characters there. Let's see. You think Carnival is going to surpass the Disney Fantasy for favorite ship? We'll see. We'll see. I definitely think it's a possibility, but we'll see. Let's see. Do you think it would be beneficial for Universal to develop a cruise line? I don't think so. I don't ever see Universal doing a cruise line. Like, that's not their market. That's not their market. I don't see them doing that. Like, they've partnered with cruise lines in the past, and I think Shrek characters have made an appearance on cruise line, and like Nickelodeon has made an appearance on different cruise lines, and Cat in the Hat, Dr. Seuss characters have made an appearance on different cruise lines, but I don't think they would ever jump into making their own cruise line. But never say never. Let's see. Oh, geez. How are the sightlines at Epic? Like, were you able to see other stuff you weren't supposed to from each land? There's so much talk online about sightlines right now at Epic Universe, and it's becoming much. There are some people who are very passionate about sightlines. I mean, I didn't notice anything glaring, like any glaring issues. Like, the only thing that I can even remotely think of is when you're in the How to Train Your Dragon land, Isle of Berk, you can see Stardust Racers, but it's also a 150-foot tall roller coaster that is literally right next to that land. So you're going to see that regardless. As far as anything else in the different worlds, I don't think so. When we were in Wizarding World of Harry Potter, we didn't see anything. And I think the same goes for pretty much every other lands. The only worlds that I can like that has any remote sightline problems is How to Train Your Dragon, with Stardust Racers being right there. But with that, you can also say Stardust Racers is right next to Wizarding World, but you don't see Stardust Racers from Wizarding World. So Let's see. Do Premier AP holders get free parking? We still don't know. I would like to think so, but I'm not holding my breath. I am going into it fully expecting to have to pay for parking. Let's see. Woohoo, you have enough subscribers to no longer be 66.6. Let's see. The 6 keeps weirding me out. Sorry. Let's see. My best friend is scared on rides that go backwards. Are there any rides at Epic that I should warn her about? I mean, you have Curse of the Werewolf where you spin and you could easily go through the entire ride backwards. How to Train Your Dragon, the Hiccups Wing Gliders has a backwards section, but it's very short. And I think that's it. Let's see. DreamWorks used to partner with Royal Caribbean. There you go. Yeah, that's what I meant. DreamWorks used to partner with Royal Caribbean. Let's see. Hello. Do you know how Express passes will work for Epic? When it comes to staying at the Premier Hotel that includes Express, is Epic included as well? As far as we know, no. As of right now, if you're staying at any of the premium hotels, there is going to be no Express for Epic Universe. You have to purchase it separately and, you know, go through that whole process. So as far as we know, as of right now, no. Is that likely going to change? Yes. It's likely going to change. How soon? We don't know. Let's see. Michelle St. Peter, thank you so much. Thank you for your testy guide. My husband is incredibly tall, so being able to see what kind of shoulder and leg room there may be is nice. Hey, thank you so much for watching that video. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Really glad you enjoyed it. Thank you so much. Let's see. Did any rides trigger motion sickness? I can imagine the only rides that will trigger motion sickness is the Battle at the Ministry and maybe the Monsters Unchained. But then again, I haven't ridden Monsters Unchained yet, so I don't know about that one. Battle at the Ministry, I think, might do it. I need to take Coda on it. I have to take Coda on it because she's prone to motion sickness sometimes. Like, not extreme motion sickness, but she's, like, susceptible to it, to feeling it more than I do. So, I definitely think that it might. Let's see. My dad got offended when I accidentally said we went on Carnival when I was in high school. I went on Celebrity, so I don't know. We're definitely looking to try Celebrity at some point soon. We'd love to do it there. Let's see. How was the smell there? It smelled like fresh paint. Not gonna lie. We walked through a couple areas of the park and it smelled like fresh paint, and I loved it. Let's see. Did you see either of the shows? Yes, we saw both shows. We saw Le Cirque Arquinu and we saw The Untrainable Dragon. I loved both of them. The Untrainable Dragon did get an emotional response from me, and it got an emotional response from a lot of other people that were in our group. So there's that. There's definitely a big wow moment at the beginning of the show. So be prepared for that. I think Coda's going to enjoy it as well. And then Le Cirque Arquinu, it was a really cool show. Mandatory viewing, though. It's something that's something that I forgot to mention. If you're going to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, Ministry of Magic, Fantastic Beasts, the first one and second one, specifically the Crimes of Grindelwald, because this land takes place in the area of Crimes of Grindelwald. Mandatory viewing. If you haven't seen those two movies specifically, you are not going to know what the heck is going on. So before we go, I need to watch Crimes of Grindelwald with Coda. We saw the first Fantastic Beasts together. I started Crimes of Grindelwald. I got like 3/4 of the way through, but I haven't finished it, so I need to watch it with Coda, and we need to finish that, and then she'll likely understand what's going on. And Coda's sending me a text of a Niffler right now. So yeah, she loves the Nifflers, and Lord knows there are Nifflers in the land. But yeah, those two movies are mandatory. So definitely make sure you watch those movies. Let's see, where's the merch? So we didn't have time to cover the merch. I'm definitely over my next couple of visits, I'm going to cover the merch a lot. So, like, let me know. Are you guys, like, interested in a dedicated video just of me going around and showing, like, as much merch as possible from all the different shops? Let me know. I'll actually put a poll. I'll I'll put a poll like on the channel in the community section, and you guys can let me know there, because I'm about to get spammed with a bunch of yeses. I'm about to get spammed with a bunch of yeses. I have seen some merch, but I haven't like covered it in a video. Let's see. Cobra's Curse or Curse of the Werewolf. I would rather ride... Ooh, that's a really good question, actually. That's a really good question. That's a really good question, actually. Because I think Cobra's Curse is more thrilling. It's a really good question, actually. I say Cobra's Curse, honestly. I think Cobra's Curse. Let's see. And yeah, we're seeing a lot of video suggestions. Like, I see people wanting to do a food video and others wanting like all the merch. Like, it's expensive to go into the park. Like, I spent $500 today just on the 2 tickets for me and Coda, and then another day ticket for myself. So it's gonna be expensive to go in. So I'm not gonna be able to do as many videos as I want to initially. We have the opening weekend to go, and I'll be doing some videos right there or from that. But I am so sorry. We just had dinner before this. So yeah, we'll definitely be doing a lot of other types of videos that I can. Let's see. I love seeing the Niffler animatronic in a jewelry window. Yeah, that one was really cute. I didn't get it on video, but that one was really cute. I kind of passed by it as that was happening. Let's see. Heading to the park on the 27th with Express and early entry. Which ride would you rope drop, and which ride would you attempt after that one? So immediately I would rope drop Battle at the Ministry. Go to that ride first, rope drop it, and then immediately after that, dip, go across the park and do Frankenstein. Not Curse of the Werewolf, Monsters Unchained. Do that. Do those 2 rides first. Because, number 1, Battle at the Ministry, you're going to have a 3-hour wait and there's no express offer for that ride. So, there's that. And then you have Monsters Unchained that may break down on you. So, you want to make sure you get those done as soon as possible. Everything else, just do whatever. As far as like what I would do after, so here was my mental game plan. Like, if you're wanting to just get the rides done first and look at the details later, that's what I recommend, honestly. Get the rides done first, look at the details later, because you don't want to stress yourself out on the first day. And again, I'm going back to this. Do not just do Epic Universe for 1 day. Do at least 2. At least 2 days, because that second day is going to be spent looking at a lot of details. So my mental plan would be rope drop Battle at the Ministry, run across the park and do Frankenstein, and then go do Stardust Racers. Those are going to be the 3 rides that get the longest waits. Once you do both of the Stardust Racer coasters, or one, whatever you want to do, then I would break off and do Super Nintendo World. If you haven't already done Super Nintendo World, do that, then go to Donkey Kong Minecart Madness. But then also, I don't think Minecart Madness offers Express either. If you don't have Express, it's gonna take a video for me to do this. I'm gonna add that to my list. I'm gonna make a full video talking about like a game plan for Epic Universe and what I would rope drop first and what I would do from there, what my day would be like. I'm gonna do that. So yeah, hopefully that answers some of your questions. But yeah, just make sure whatever you guys do, rope drop Battle at the Ministry. Let's see. Do you know what the cap of people is for Epic? I don't know, unfortunately. I have no idea. Let's see. Do you enjoy the Battle at the Ministry or Monsters Unchained more? I haven't experienced Monsters Unchained yet because both times we tried to ride it, it broke down. So But Battle at the Ministry, I will say, hands down, is the greatest ride in the world. And a lot of people that were in my group agree. Let's see. Jack, thank you so much for answering all of my questions. Really appreciate your time. Hey, no problem. I try to answer as many questions as possible, but obviously I can't answer them all. So, yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate the kind words. I try my best. Let's see. Carly Sheehan, I made it. Appreciate you being here. Epic looks amazing. I was already thinking I'd need a month for an Orlando trip. With Epic, I might need 6 weeks from Australia. Holy cow, you're watching from Australia? Good Lord. What time is it over there? I'm very curious. Like, what time? Day or night? What time is it? It's probably daytime over there. But yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, definitely spend as much time here as possible. If you're traveling from that far away, spend as much time here as possible. Let's see. Full food video, full merch video for each world. And yeah, take your time because it's expensive. And, with them not taking UOAP, yes, it will be expensive. I mean, if somebody donates $100 now, then yeah, by all means, I will go. But as of right now, we're not doing that. I'm not asking for that. I will go when I can. I will go when I can. So right now we have 2 more days of Epic Universe for previews, and then we have the 3 park days for opening weekend. So I say that that's enough for now. And then, of course, we'll be going after that. Like, more than likely, I'm going to have to, like, make Epic Universe a once-a-month thing and have a budget for it so that me and Coda can go once a month and, you know, do videos and updates. Let's see. Carly, it's almost 11 a.m. Holy cow. Wow. Opposite side of the world. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. And I also see Guam. Hello. Hard Knocks from Guam. Thank you so much for being here. Holy moly. Let's see. Remember, Cameron is watching as a werewolf. Let's see. I haven't been to Universal. Is the Harry Potter world lots different from the new Epic Harry Potter? Yeah, each like land is different. So you have Hogsmeade, Diagon Alley, and now you have the Ministry of Magic and Wizarding Paris. So yeah, they're very different experiences with very different attractions. Let's see. Are there places to use wands in the Wizarding World bit? Yes, there are. There are a lot of places. Actually, I don't have my backpack here. There's a map. If Coda's watching right now and she wants to bring the wands that's out of the backpack that's currently in the living room, she can do that. And there's a map in there, and it shows all the different locations of wands and spells in the land. But yes, there are still places you can go to cast spells. Let's see. I'm currently watching from work. I work at an ice arena. Why do hockey players smell so bad? It's all the equipment and padding. The sweat's got nowhere else to go except fester into the pads and clothing. So yeah, I can imagine it's not a very pleasant smell. Let's see. Do you think they're going to offer disability pass for rides in Epic? I mean, they have to legally. They have to offer a disability pass of some type, to my knowledge, in order to be like ADA compliant. So yeah, whatever disability pass works for Universal Studios other parks, they're probably going to offer it there. Let's see. Minecart does use Express. Interesting, because when I bought Express passes, it was like, it doesn't include Minecart Madness, Battle at the Ministry, and there was another ride there. I think I can't remember which one. There were 3 rides that didn't offer Express. So yeah, I think just about every ride at Epic includes Express except Battle at the Ministry, Minecart Madness, and there was something else that I can't remember. Either way. But yeah, that answers that question. Let's see. Zone 7. Hey, I'm late. Hey, Booze Clues with the $5.
Thanks for your answers about the rope drop.
Hey, thank you so much, Booze Clues. I appreciate that. Thank you for the donation. Thank you. And yeah, those are the alerts that pop up if you use the link in the description below or the pinned comment over there. Let's see. Have you been to Wild Florida Animal and Hoverboat Park? No, we have not, unfortunately. We have not. Like, I would love to go to Wild Florida, but I don't want to risk scratching my car. Like, those animals get up close and personal to your car, and I don't want to risk scratching my car. Like, hey, more power to people that feel that comfortable with their cars and their car insurance and going over to those places, but nah, probably not. Coda says she wants to boop all the snoots. Let's see, not Universal related, but what's your favorite Epcot country to visit? Probably Japan. Their food's really good. I like the food in Japan. Coda would say Germany because she really likes the what's that one buffet restaurant? I hear Coda from the other room go, oh. Oh yeah, bud. I forget what the name of, what is it, Beer Garden?
No, man, this place is so good.
But yeah, she really likes that restaurant, and she also enjoys the Caramel Coochie place. What is this? Amazon called you out. Yeah. Okay, so going back to the wand question and the different spells. So this is the wand case that you get in the Wizarding Worlds over in Epic Universe. It's in Wizarding Paris. So Cosme Acajor is the wand shop over there, and this is what the box looks like. It's very interesting. And then you can open it up from this side, and there's a little description over here. Holy moly! John Cal with a $25 donation.
Great
Wow.
Epic Universe video. I'm from Los Angeles and watched a lot of your Disney Cruise videos. So glad you got to meet Chris from Provost Park Pass. Keep up the great work.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, John Cal. I really appreciate that. Wow. All the way from Los Angeles. Thank you for the $25 donation. Holy cow. Thank you. And I just have to, this is what Coda was laughing at. Wait, hold up. Where is it? That's the name of the restaurant. If you go to Epcot.
Oh, it's the candy store.
The candy store.
Caramel store.
That's the name. What else is it called? If you want to go get your caramel popcorn or your kettle corn or whatever in Epcot in Germany, that's what it's called.
The best on Disney property. Same thing with the caramel apples. The best on Disney.
So yeah, going back to this, you open it up and it's got an example, or not an example, but a description of the wand shop over there in Wizarding Paris. And then over here, it's got the map of all the different spells, and then you have the wand itself. So, how many different spells are there?
Can't you find new spells?
Yeah, there are some hidden spells too. So this is a look at the map for the Wizarding World Paris over there at Epic Universe. And then it also has a map of the other locations. It's got Hogsmeade and Diagon Alley. But let's see, how many spells can I kind of just spot right now? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12, I think. Hey. I think there's 12 in Wizarding Paris, which is cool. So there's a lot going on. So hopefully that answers that question. This is just going to be a pain in the butt to get in there, isn't it? There we go. Slide that back in. And I can put this over here.
For a week.
Okay. So, yeah, hopefully that answers all of those questions. Let's see. Any plans for a video on the monster makeup experience in Darkmoor? I have no... Coda from behind the message. I personally have no desire to do that. Personally, no desire. Coda, on the other hand, she would love to do it.
Do I get to pick what monster, or is it a surprise?
Yeah, you get to pick what monster. I mean, unless you want it to be a surprise, I can pick the monster. You want to do that? I can do that. So yeah, I personally wouldn't do it because I sweat too much and it's hot most of the year. So it would just run off in
Oh no, it would have to be like November.
November, December. It's like sometime in the winter.
Birthday.
Birthday? My birthday or yours?
Your birthday.
Ah,
Be
okay.
a werewolf. Pretty easy. You're alright, Scruffy.
I am scruffy and I shed a lot. Let's see. I'm so sorry I'm having to skip a couple of things because I am already starting to get very behind. Let's see. What rides are not express passes in Epic? I'm going to have to look this up again because I don't want to give wrong information. If they've changed it, then I need to know. Let's see. The Google AI doesn't know. But yeah, as far as I know, it's Ministry of Magic, Donkey Kong Minecart Madness, and there was one other attraction. Let's see. It would have to be like I would have to go under to tickets and passes, express passes, Epic Universe. Oh, you're going to put me in a queue. It's going to take 3 minutes. So we'll come back to this in 3 minutes. Dragon Racers Rally. There you go. Dragon Racers Rally. There you go. I don't need to be in the queue. I remember it was something in Dragons. Let's see. Extremes. Just pulled up another video on my phone, and there's an express sign, so maybe they will add later dates. Yes, there is an express sign for Battle at the Ministry. There's signage there for Battle at the Ministry and for Donkey Kong. But as of right now, when the park opens, they're not going to offer express at those attractions. Let's see. Is Coda jealous that you got to go to Epic without her? Yes, she was definitely jealous, and I wish I could have gotten her in. But number one, the space was extremely limited at the event, so I only got myself in. I asked if I could get a +1 for Coda, and they said no, unfortunately. And also, it just so happened to fall under Run Disney Weekend. So even if she wanted to go, she probably wasn't going to make it.
Got shiny things instead.
Yeah, those are all of her medals.
Yeah, now they can go into my pile.
Into her medal pile. Her shiny things pile.
My shiny things. I am a niffler.
You are a niffler, you see? So you need like a niffler bag, like that's big enough to carry all of your... She does have a niffler bag that is big enough to carry all of her medals.
Did you? So when my parents gave this to me for Christmas, they bought the gems that you can put in like fish tanks and stuff like that, and a ton of Mardi Gras beads, and so this thing is heavy, so you open it up and that's all that was in here, was little gems and little beads and coins.
Mm-hmm. Which, by the way, speaking of nifflers, when we're done with the live stream, are you down to watch a movie?
Maybe.
Huh?
Is it, maybe. What time is it?
It is 9 o'clock right now. You're getting a phone call. Well, she was calling you.
Yeah, 'cause she just got ice cream. That's why she's calling me.
Ah. Was it Superman ice cream?
Andy's.
Andy's? Ugh.
You haven't even been!
Yes, I have!
When did you go?
You took me and I told you the vanilla ice cream tasted like peanut butter. Andy's is the place right by the Walmart, right? And Sonic? Or not Sonic, but Chick-fil-A?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember going.
I was there.
Uh-huh.
We got ice cream and I said it tasted like peanut butter.
You taste
I don't know if y'all heard that. Let's see. What do you think about Universal UK being announced? I am very excited for it. I haven't looked too much into it because we got home from the mall, we had dinner, and that's when the announcement came through, and we barely had a chance to look at it, but I'm very excited. Huh?
What do you mean, Scooperman? I've got questions.
Scoop-
It's Superman. It's red, blue, and yellow.
Whatever it is, it makes you poop funny colors. Maybe that's why. It's Spooperman. Pooperman. I don't know. But yeah, either way, it's nasty, and I don't see why Coda likes it. Let's see. I have a question regarding Orlando weather in June. It's hot. Don't do it. Anyways, what can I expect? What can I expect coming in from the San Francisco Bay Area? And I don't know how to prepare for what weather there. Is it rainy, hurricanes? We don't get those here. All of the above. It's going to be hot. It's going to be humid. You're going to be sweating out of places you never knew you could sweat from before. It's going to rain at like 3 o'clock every single day.
For 30 seconds.
For 30 seconds, well, from between 30 seconds to an hour. and you could get the occasional hurricane. So yeah, I would definitely plan on that. Make sure you plan on rain weather. Bring your rain gear. Bring any kind of like waterproof shoes or waterproof covering that you got. Make sure you plan for that. It's going to be miserable. I never recommend people come to Florida in the summer. It is miserable. Let's see. What wand did you get? Tim Tracker got the one with mermaid and pearl. I collect wands. I don't think this is a mermaid one.
I looked it up. He's right.
Hold on. Yeah, mine doesn't have like a pearl or anything, but this is the one that I got. Like, it doesn't belong to a specific character either.
It is a polished black oak wand with a resplendent gold handle. Does it say what the core is? We. The Witcher wizard who wields this wand.
I'm gonna need you to point that out. Where does it say that? It does say we. It does say we. Yes.
Anyway, it doesn't say what the core is, but it is polished black oak and a whatever gold elegance cannot be projected without courage and strength. Is that what it?
That does say baguette. That does indeed say baguette.
You're a loyal baguette.
Is there an alternative meaning for baguette in French?
I hope so. But I'm not looking it up. I prefer my trusty stick of bread.
That's a wand in itself. A baguette. Okay. Okay, what else do we got? Did you happen to see any single riders lines while you were there? Yes, I did. I saw a single riders line for Donkey Kong, and I think there was one for Battle at the Ministry.
Wand translates to baguette.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Oh, no. Me and my baguette.
Wait, no way.
French.
Wand translates to baguette? No shot. Oh my god, that is hilarious. I love that. Baguette magique.
We learned things today.
Wow. Baguette can mean chopsticks from Quebec, Canada. Oh my gosh, that is awesome. The French love their bread. I love that. Can we also talk about how I think this is the first comment from Hamilton that we've got in this live stream? I forgot what we were talking about before. Hold up.
Baguette. I don't know.
We were talking about single rider lines.
I'm gonna go make a duck.
Okay.
Baguette.
Okay.
I have so many questions.
It's okay. Just don't bother. I'm trying to think of other single rider lines. I can't remember because I wasn't specifically looking. I can imagine maybe Hiccup's Wing Gliders uses a single rider line as well. But we also went into the exit of that particular attraction, as we did for most attractions, so I don't know. That's something I'm gonna have to... I'm gonna have to find out. Going back to the Superman ice cream, he says it was invented in the Midwest. That's not surprising, as it was invented as Scooperman. She Googled it. Oh, well, that's really nice to know. Let's see. Rachel, keep me in your prayers. I was in a car accident. Oh gosh, on the 31st on that Monday. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. So sorry to hear that. I hope you're doing okay. Hope you recovered. Holy cow. Let's see. Did you feel safe on Stardust Racer? Yes, I did, honestly, because the restraint itself is more bulky than the one on Velocicoaster. So I definitely felt a little bit more secure on that one. Like, I felt comfortable putting my hands up in the air and, you know, getting thrown around like a ragdoll on that ride. So, yes, I did feel safe on Stardust Racers, for sure. Let's see. You guys make me laugh. Thank you. We try. So sorry, just had dinner. I did do I did Google Translate. It's true that one translates to baguette. That's so funny. Hamilton. Oh, hi. I was just waiting for mischief. Yep, always coming with the mischief. Let's see. I can see how baguette magique be wand. Let's see. I don't know if you guys are sharing or if you have, but what does Coda do for work? She works in customer service. So we can't exactly say where she works, but she does work in customer service. Let's see, what's better, Velocicoaster or Stardust? In my opinion, Stardust Racer is better than Velocicoaster. In my humble opinion. Let's see, what is Coda's most anticipated ride and land? Maybe I missed that if anyone asks. So, it's a bit of a toss-up between How to Train Your Dragon and Wizarding World of Harry Potter. Because she loves Gronkles. She is obsessed with Gronkles, and she wants to go to How to Train Your Dragon and buy a Gronkle. She wants a baby Gronkle. But at the same time, though, she loves Nifflers. So she wants to see a Niffler. She also loves the little Mooncalves. So we're still undecided as to what her most anticipated land is. As far as most anticipated ride, not a gosh darn clue. She hasn't told me. Again, like, you have to realize that I am a much bigger theme park nerd and a lot more passionate about things than Coda is. And Coda will get off of the most amazing ride in the world and she'll say, that was cool. And that's it. She'll give nothing else. So yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea. I think Coda's going to text me what her most anticipated ride is. Maybe. We'll see. It could be something completely different. She sent me another gif of a Niffler. Let's see, Steph Berry, thank you so much for the test seat video from Epic Test Seat /seat for videos, were how I originally found your channel years ago, and it's such a valuable service. Hey, I appreciate that. And yeah, like, at the core of this channel, you know, we go to theme parks and we do a lot of cruising and stuff. Like, that is the core of the channel, is the test seats, and why I want to, like, keep the channel going is to help people, you know? Like, way back in the day, before I even had this channel, I had my old channel with my ex. And, you know, one of the videos that did really, really, really well on that channel that, you know, made me say, hey, I could do this, and made me find my niche was the Tessie video on Flight of Passage. I was one of the first people out there to, like, post a video talking about the test seat for Flight of Passage, and I posted that on that channel, and that video got, like, what, 40, 50,000 views, and I was like, here's my niche, this could be a thing. And so that's where it all started. The test seat videos are like a core part of this channel. Let's see. You're moving slowly. Hey, that's awesome. I'm happy to hear that you're recovering. Happy to hear it. Let's see. Is it worth getting an express pass for this park? Several rides aren't included. I think it's still worth it. I honestly think it's still worth it, especially, like, it's going to be everyone's first time going. Like, you're going to want to spend that first day just getting the rides done. And if you're doing multiple days, like, spend that first day getting the rides done, bust them all out with the express pass, and then you guys are going to have a great time for the rest of your other days. Let's see, do you think there should have been more rides in the Wizarding World at Epic? I do wish that there was another ride, but at the same time, though, over at Diagon Alley, there's only the one ride. I mean, technically, you could count the Hogwarts Express as a ride. That's more of a mode of transportation. So, I mean, by that logic, the ferry and monorail at Disney are rides. So, I don't really know. I don't count it as a ride. It's more transportation. But yeah, I mean, technically, Diagon Alley has only one ride. Hogsmeade does have 3. But yeah, I would like to see another ride. And, you know, rumor has it that there is going to be an expansion to the Wizarding World over at Epic. There's a big expansion pad behind a bunch of things over there. So, more than likely, we'll see other rides in the future. Let's see, will I adopt a dragon? Me, personally, no. Coda, most likely. If there's an adoption ceremony and everything and a hatching ceremony, like, yeah, she's there. She is there. Wait, Coda's there for the vibes. Yep, she most definitely is. Let's see, Adventures with Roxanne. I don't ride roller coasters, so would Epic Universe still be a good fit? Yeah, there's plenty of other rides there besides roller coasters, for sure. Wait, you can adopt a dragon? Yes, you can adopt a dragon. Let's see, KD, thank you for doing the test seats. Yeah, of course, my pleasure, my pleasure. Let's see, Flight of Passage has the worst seats, and that's coming from a tiny person. Yeah, they are pretty uncomfortable. Like, I see what they were going for, but yeah, those are pretty rough seats. Coda is just here for the vibes and snacks. Yep. Let's see, I like your airplane seat videos too. Yay, thank you so much. I'm going to be working on another one this week. I don't think it's going to get posted until like next week, but I am working on, I am going to start working on another one this week. Let's see, is a VIP tour the only way to skip the lines for all the rides? Yes, 100% the VIP tour is the only way to skip the lines. It is the only way to skip the lines, unfortunately. Let's see, Dirty Silent Phantom. I think I've already named you before. Let's see, I think they have built-in expansions, so I think more will be added. Oh yeah, definitely. They have their own expansion pads. There's definitely more going to be added. Let's see, Coda, I agree. I'm also there for the snacks. Wait, Joseph, Coda is the reason we are all here. What? What? That hurts. That hurts. Let's see. Dash Through Life, Tokyo Disney Sea or Epic Universe? Which one has the best reveals, like when you walk into a land and just go, wow? Okay. Okay. So, when you put it like that, that's a little different. Because I came out of my first day at Epic Universe. Saying, I still think Disney Sea is better. Like, Epic Universe, as of right now, is my number 2 park. Disney Sea is number 1. However, Disney Sea has the one reveal of the volcano. As soon as you walk through the park, or as soon as you walk through the entrance and you walk under the Hotel Maricosta, you have the volcano, Mount Prometheus. And it's an epic reveal, and it stands out, and it is a really cool reveal. That's the only reveal that they have in the park that's like, wow, as far as walking into a specific section of the park. Epic Universe has a big reveal for pretty much every land, every world. So you walk into the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, you're met with the reveal of the giant arch. And that's a wow moment. You walk into How to Train Your Dragon Isle of Berk, and you're met with the 2 giant statues on the water. Wow. You walk into Darkmoor. You get past the portal, and you turn a corner, and you see Darkmoor Village, and you see Frankenstein's Manor off in the distance. Wow. You walk into Super Nintendo World. You go up the elevator pipe, the warp pipe, and you walk outside, you see the whole land. Multi-story land. Wow. So each land has their own wow moment. So when you put it like that, then yes, Epic Universe is better as far as wow moments. But as far as overall theme park is concerned, Tokyo Disney Sea. Tokyo Disney Sea. I hope that helps. We also have a $5 super chat from Eduardo. Hello, thank you for the test seat videos. I failed to pass on Hagrid, and that motivated me. Now I am 266, down from 344. I'm glad you are doing amazing on your health. Hey, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. That means a lot to me. And congrats on the weight loss. That is insane. Congratulations, man. That is awesome. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. I greatly appreciate it. Holy cow. Let's see, do any of the dark rides at Epic have drops anything bigger than Rise of the Resistance? I mentioned it earlier. Like, there's of course the roller coaster, Stardust Racers. That's got the biggest drops in the park. As far... it's in Coda. As far as... I can't. I need to close this. as far as other drops are concerned, again, I haven't done Frankenstein. I haven't done Monsters Unchained because that ride broke down twice while we were there. There are dropping sensations on Battle at the Ministry. That's all I'll say. Because if I go into any more, then I go into the spoiler territory. Let's see. They said that there would be flying dragons outside. Is that true? We have seen videos and pictures of dragons flying during like testing. We haven't seen any done yet during previews, whether it be team member preview or you know, upcoming other, like any other previews. We haven't seen it yet with people in the park, so we don't have a ground level view. We have seen it from afar, and we have gotten a helicopter look at one of the drones for the dragon flying, but we haven't like seen it with our own eyes yet, and no other team member has seen it in practice. So maybe I think that that's gonna be a an opening day reveal. Let's see. Rachel, when are you guys going on the cruise again? We are going on our wedding cruise on May 12th is when we leave for our wedding cruise. Let's see. Will the VIP tour be available during pass holder preview? I don't think so. We haven't heard anything about that. Definitely, like when the park first opens, yes, it will be available. And express passes are going to be available during pass holder previews. But as far as VIP tours, we don't know. Let's see. I was so surprised how good the characters look, especially in Isla Burke, especially Hiccup and Astrid. What are cast members called at Universal? They're called team members. At Universal, they are called team members. But yes, everyone looks really good over there. It's really impressive stuff. Let's see. Do the screens in the portals as well as the clouds in Ministry look 3D. So the screens in the portals, like, it's very obviously screens, you know? But they're really high definition screens. Like, they're really good looking screens. And they do a really good job with them. The clouds in the Battle of the Ministry, over at the Ministry building, they're a hit or miss. I think they're still trying to tweak the effect. Like, you can still kind of tell that it's a flat surface, but it's done really well. You can tell that there's some depth to what they have going on over there. I still think they're going to, you know, tweak some things, but right now it still looks decent, but it could be better. Katie, I'm there just to see the cat plates. Let's see. So is Battle of the Ministry better than Journey to the Center of the Earth? Yes, 100% it is. 100%. Let's see. Lorena, what's your favorite detail / Easter egg you found at Epic so far? I don't want to get into spoilers, because I could get into some spoilers for Battle of the Ministry. Because there's a couple of really fun Easter eggs in there that I saw. I'm trying to think. A fun little detail that I saw that I didn't get on video is in Darkmoor, in Dark Universe, for Wolfman, there's a Wolfman Easter egg where on the pavement where you walk, you can see footprints. Either footprints become claw prints, like it goes from regular human footprints to like paw prints, which is really cool. You can see the footsteps going in one direction, and then it all of a sudden becomes footprints or like paw prints. So that's really cool. That's a nice little detail that I saw. And there's a couple of other like little hidden things in How to Train Your Dragon as well. I don't want to get into spoilers because so many people haven't gone yet, and I want people to discover them for themselves. But that's one that I'll mention. Let's see. What are the things that let you down at the park? Things that let me down. I mean, other than the ride breaking down, I mean, we went to Dark Universe first thing in the morning, and the ride was down. And then we went towards the end of the day, and then the ride broke down again while we were in the pre-show. So that was a pretty big letdown. So, I mean, obviously they are still in technical rehearsal. The park isn't officially open yet, so they are still working out kinks and stuff. So, I mean, it's to be expected. I mean, I was disappointed, but I wasn't like heartbroken. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna happen. I'm trying to think. I mean, everything was pretty solid, and that's just not even, like, yeah, Universal invited me out there, but, like, everything was just solid, you know? But, again, we also, like, we did a lot, but we also didn't do a lot, if that makes any sense. So, there's still a lot more that needs to be done. I still need to do a lot more inside the park before I can, like, really say anything, but I think Frankenstein breaking down was the biggest disappointment of the day. Speaking of that, disappointments, the flu powder. Did the flu powder have a smell when you walk through the fireplace at Epic Universe? No. I do think that the flu powder effect needs to get tweaked a little bit. If anybody from Universal is watching, I think the smoke needs to last a little bit longer. And then I think it's solid. Because I think it needs to last enough to see people go in and disappear. Like, they need to tweak that a little bit. So that was a little bit of a letdown, but everything else was amazing. Let's see, will this be enough for a 5th gate? Like, what do you mean? Like, I definitely think that they're capable of doing a 5th gate. I hope they do a 5th gate. Rachel, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you being here. We are actually going to be winding things down here in a little bit because we have been live for almost, 2 hours now? Good Lord, it's almost been 2 hours. Let's see, heard any price info for Express during preview? I can imagine the Express prices are going to be relatively similar to what we have. I'm like on the low end, I think is what we're going to see for the previews. But you can't buy the Express passes ahead of time for the previews. You have to buy it like once you actually get to the park. So just bear that in mind if that's something that you're interested in. You have to buy it when you get into the park, or if you're staying at a hotel, you have to get it from your hotel. What are some other videos you plan to do in Epic? Food reviews? Yes, I do plan on doing food reviews in Epic. And I also plan on doing dedicated videos for each land or each world that's there. And then I also want to do a video of like a game plan of what I would do to start your day at Epic Universe, you know, to kind of give people a feel of what they should be doing. Let's see, Tom, I saw your video on the test seats at Epic Universe. I really want to go, but I'm 6'3" and 360 pounds. Do you think I'd fit on the rides? I'm going to be honest and say your options are limited. If you're 360, you will 100% fit on the Battle at the Ministry, which is a good thing. The best ride in the park is going to be accessible to a good portion of the population, which is fantastic news. There are rides that you will fit on. Your options, though, are a little limited. Am I still live? What's going on here? Am I still live? I'm still moving on your phone? Okay, because my screen bugged out over here. The website bugged out. Hold up. Type 2 in the chat if you can still hear me. If you can still see me. Because my screen bugged out. Okay, I'm getting a bunch of 2s. Okay, good. Because like I have my one screen with my chat and camera over here, and then like the YouTube side of things just like bugged out. So okay, I'm getting a lot of 2s. Thank you. We're still good. Good. Thank you. Okay. So yeah, back to what I was saying. Yeah, your options are going to be limited, unfortunately. I'd say that if you're in the 300 pound range, maybe 310, you should be fine depending on your height and your build. But, I mean, it's still a lot better than what it was at other Universal parks where I was 300 pounds and still not able to do most things over there. So there's that. But things are definitely a lot more accessible. If you're on the higher end of 300, then it's going to be very difficult. Let's see. How big does it feel in comparison to the other parks? That's a good question. I would compare the size of Epic to be... I'd say it's bigger than Islands of Adventure. I feel like it's bigger than Islands of Adventure because Islands is a really big circle, but with Epic, you have all the stuff going on at the center of the park, and then you have the lands that jet off from the sides. So I would say it's definitely bigger. It's bigger than Islands of Adventure, and it's bigger than Universal Studios. So I believe it's their biggest park. Don't quote me on that. It's just what it feels like. Let's see. Speaking of flu powder, what that made me wonder: will they do that even during peak times, or just push people through? Yeah. So the flu powder, they have multiple flu powder stations. So what they're going to do is they have the main queue as soon as you walk in, and then they're going to divide people into smaller groups, and they're going to send you to a flu powder station. And I think there's like 5 different flu powder stations. I don't remember the exact number, but there's different flu powder stations, and they all go to the ministry. So that's how it's going to work. So there's always going to be people waiting to go in and people going through, if that makes any sense. So they planned for that. It's not just one single thing. Let's see. Oh, for Disney to do a 5th gate. Gotcha. No, I don't think it's going to push Disney. I don't see Disney doing a 5th gate for a while. They're too stingy, to be honest with you. Like, they're going to do expansions. They're going to replace a bunch of existing things and say that the park is new, but no, I don't see them doing that. Let's see. Game plan at Epic sounds great. I will make sure to do that video. I'll add that to the list. Let's see. Hey, Adrian, I'm back. I asked earlier, but I got skipped by the hassles, and but judging on the portals, I'm so sorry. I had to skip your message, by the way. But judging on the portals, rides, and creativity of each world, what would you say was your favorite? My favorite lands? My favorite portal? Dark Universe #1, How to Train Your Dragon #2, Harry Potter #3, and Super Nintendo World #4. The only reason why Super Nintendo World is #4 is because I've already been there in Japan and Hollywood. So it doesn't have like the wow factor for me anymore like the other worlds do. So that's my current ranking. Okay. Yeah, cool, Daddy. You're probably a little far behind. Let's see. Brian, you're so pumped. Yes, Epic Universe is a big reason to get pumped. Definitely get pumped for it. Let's see. Plus, Disney needs to fix a lot of operations and stuff before doing a 5th gate. Yeah, they need to get their own stuff in order before they even think about doing a 5th gate. They can barely manage their own parks right now. Let's see. On which ride to rope drop you wouldn't consider doing Minecart Madness and then running over to Battle? Because if you run over to Minecart Madness first and then run over to Battle, by the time you get to Battle, the line's 3 hours long. That's just how it's going to be. I promise you that's how it's going to be. The majority of people are going to run to Battle of the Ministry. Once word of mouth gets out about that ride, you'll see what I mean. I promise you, Battle of the Ministry is going to be the hot ticket of the park. Let's see. How far is the bus ride from Iowa and UO to Epic? It's about 15 minutes, give or take on traffic. So give or take a couple of minutes, it's about 15 minutes. Let's see. Since others aren't open early, what others? Hey, Jeffrey, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. I appreciate you. Let's see. Battle is set up for an 8-hour queue. Yeah. We heard that it can hold between 7 and 8 hours in a queue. The queue is long. And, like, we had an empty queue. We got to walk through it completely empty. And it took us a while to get from the entrance to the attraction and to the end. So, yeah, the queue is long. It is a massive, massive queue. Okay, I think we are caught up on most of the chats. let's see. Last couple of questions. So I take it the big argument is which is better, Monsters Unchained or Battle at the Ministries? Because at first everybody was saying Monsters Unchained until Battle at the Ministries opened up. Yeah, I still haven't been on Monsters Unchained yet, unfortunately, so I will make sure to let you guys know as soon as I can which one I think is better. But as of right now, from the people I've talked to, and like Peter and Kitra and people who were there at the event with me, they're saying that Battle of the Ministry 100% better than Monsters Unchained. That's just what I'm hearing. And I think that Battle of the Ministry is the greatest ride in the world. Roughly how long is Battle? I think 2 or 3 minutes. 2 or 3 minutes long. It's a pretty decently long ride. So, okay, that's going to do it. We've been live for 2 hours, and we still have a movie to watch and other things to do in the house. But thank you all so much for tuning into today's live stream. We had almost 200 people in here, which was insane. If you guys enjoyed any part of today's live stream, please help us out by leaving a like on the stream, sharing the channel around with your friends. If you haven't watched our Epic Universe videos already, please go ahead and do so. We have the Tessie video, we have our regular vlog, and we have a video of the Helios Grand Hotel. We have Epic Universe previews next week, so you guys already know we have a lot more Epic Universe content coming your way. I hope you guys are excited for that. And then, of course, we have a bunch of other content coming your way on the channel soon. It's just a matter of me making all the videos. And yeah, all the wedding stuff as well. We do have our wedding coming up. We have a lot of fun things coming to the channel very, very soon. So yeah, thank you all so much for tuning in to this live stream. I hope you are all having a wonderful day, morning, afternoon, evening. I'll see you guys in the next live stream or video, whichever one comes first. Have a good night, everybody.